2021, we visited Zion National Park in Utah to hike the Narrows. Join us as we travel up the Virgin River and experience towering canyon walls and frigid water on this bucket list hiking adventure in the amazing outdoors.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We are currently on the trailhead to the Narrows. We got up super early, like 4 o'clock, so we could get to the visitor center at 5 and get in line.
I will say there was plenty of parking, but there were already quite a few people in line for the shuttle.
Yes, our timing was great. We got on like the third wave of shuttles. They can fit 66 people on each wave. So make sure you get there early and you'll get here before a ton of people. I think there's maybe 30 or 40 people ahead of us. So this is gonna be perfect. We're super excited to hike the Narrows and we hope you enjoy it. Also, on a side note, it's my wife's birthday today. She turned 25. Most of Zion National Park lies within a canyon carved out by the Virgin River. The canyon narrows as you head north. The trail name Narrows references this path through the narrowest part of Zion Canyon. It's narrow, don't you think? The mule deer that reside in Zion Canyon and throughout the deserts of the American West get their name due to their large mule-like ears that help them stay cool in the desert heat.
All right, guys, we have made it to the beginning of the Narrows.
So we took a little bit of the scenic trail. There are two trails actually that come up to the entrance of the Narrows, and one is right along the river path, and the other is a like a concrete, just paved path. We decided to walk the river pretty much the whole way, and we ran into so many deer and saw just like really cool like centipede trails, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I am beyond excited to start this. I've been looking forward to this for months. So we hope you enjoy as we take you through the Narrows.
The Virgin River continues to erode the Navajo sandstone that makes up the steep canyon walls, creating sculpture-like formations along the water's edge.
You have hiking poles.
What?
You have hiking poles.
I know, but on some of these like more flat areas, they just create more drag, and it's like I don't need them for stability. So.
All right, so we're starting to get to some of the parts that are a little deeper. We're gonna see how it goes because we see people holding packs above their heads, but I think it's a little dramatic. But it is definitely deep on the feet. The water's nice and chilly, but it is beautiful. Oh, it's up on my cheeks and up on the kids. This place is The riverbed is made up of slick, bowling ball-sized rocks, which required us to constantly watch our footing and step carefully.
But that didn't stop us from looking up to appreciate the splendor of the canyon walls, which rise over 2,000 feet above the river.
Waist deep water. Super fun. It's so cold, but so refreshing at the same time. And this place is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Zion Canyon began forming 15 million years ago as water made its way through faults in the Navajo sandstone that made up part of the Colorado Plateau. While the canyon likely reached its 2,000-foot depth over 3 million years ago, the intricate carving along the water's edge is only a few 100,000 years old.
river, we spotted a male rhinoceros beetle clambering over some rocks. Measuring about an inch long, these beetles are known for being docile and a bit clumsy. Alright guys, taking a little beef jerky break. Not sure how far we've gone through. Don't even care. So we're having a great time. We're gonna eat some beef jerky, maybe a protein bar, and then get back to it.
We found this awesome rock right in the middle of the river that we can kind of camp out on. So we have beautiful views, beautiful sounds, and just an awesome day.
Yep, just hanging out, the two of us, in the middle of a river. Check it out. This is what our view for lunch is. We reached a point in the river where a large boulder created a deep pool. A sandy path takes hikers over the boulder to avoid the deep water below. We decided to brave the deep and soon found ourselves swimming through ice-cold water weighed down by our packs.
If you're hiking the Narrows, hike up around this deep pool. Swimming through it caused us to stay cold and wet in the shade of the canyon.
Oh yeah. You okay? Just breathe. Almost. How awesome was that though? Oh, that was awesome.
After our swim, we arrived at the grotto, a section where the canyon narrows even more, and the canyon walls create dark shadows.
All right, so we just hiked all the way to the Y in the road, down Wall Street, and we went to the right, and you can see behind us, there are these big, huge boulders. We were thinking about doing it.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, it's not like super busy, but there are a lot of people like in line to scramble up each little section, and
I know, we just
having to
didn't
wait
wanna-
around just
yeah.
doesn't seem like fun. So we're gonna go back out this one and go through the left side of the Y and see what's over that way, and then maybe start heading back. We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see what we find.
Yep, see you then. All right, so we're back at the Y in the road, and instead of going to the left, which will take us back out, we're gonna go to the right,
Which would be the left.
Which would be the
side
left.
If you're headed straight forward.
if you're coming up, yeah. So we're gonna head to the right and see where it takes us. This section of the Narrows is nicknamed Wall Street because the towering cliff walls create a narrow path that reminded early hikers of its namesake in New York City. This has been one of the coolest days of my life. It's the sun.
Yay, finally! Well, we went as far as we wanted to go on the Narrows. According to All Trails, we did about 4.3 miles.
Yeah, we're just
Cold from our little swim.
cold from our swim. We know we're going to be hungry. We still have a lot we want to do today, and we still want time to relax. We don't want to just, you know, keep going and burning ourselves out. So yeah, really excited to head back and see what we see new.
Yeah, hopefully now the sun will be out a little bit more in the canyon and it won't be so chilly, but
Yeah,
ready for another great hike.
and then lunch. Yum.
hope you enjoyed following along on our hike up the Narrows. If you want to see more of our adventures, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll be hiking to a slot canyon just north of Kanab.
But you haven't seen the best part. Come this way.